Hello, I hope you guys are all doing great. This is the nail art design we're going to be working on today. I chose dark blue, black, and silver. So you go ahead and grab your favorite colors and let's get started. The first thing we will begin by doing is applying a background color. My background color that I chose is a blue one by Alley Colors and it's called Wired. So I applied this one over the entire nail. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be adding checkers to the back of our nail, but you can also go just the same solid background color. So what I'm going to do my checkers, I'm going to get my nail art polish with a thin brush, and I'm going to be doing 2 stripes on my nail. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to do 1, and then I'm going to do 2. So I've done 2 stripes there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cross them. All I'm doing is the stripes for my squares. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to start over here in the top corner, and I'm going to touch and touch. And this is just the easiest way for me to do it, doing it section by section because of my shaky hands. So I just do it section, but if you got a smooth hand, then you can go straight from side to side. So I'm going, and I am going to do touching the first line, then I'm going to move over to the second one, and then I'm going to move over to the third one. And there I have my second stripes, and I'm going to do it one more time. And then we can start filling in the squares. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to do a line. Then I'm going to do my second line, and then I'm going to do my third line. So there's all my squares. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to fill in certain squares so that we do the checkered pattern on the background. I'm going to get my black nail polish, and I'm going to start filling in certain squares. So I'm going to start with the middle square, and I guess I chose sort of like a really dark color, so maybe I'm not sure if that's showing well enough the squares or not. Now I'm going to move over to this second row, and I'm going to fill in only the 2 side ones, working on the checkered pattern. So I'm just filling in those 2 sides right there. The third line, we're going to fill in again the middle one. So I'm just going to fill in the middle one of the third line. And there's the middle one, and on the bottom line I'm going to fill in with black the 2 ones on the sides. There's one, and I'm going to move over to the other side. And there's 2. So I've done the checkers on the back of my background, and that's the background I'm going to be working with. But like I said, if you want just a solid background, that would also work fine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to allow this to completely dry, and then we're going to go in and we're going to start working on the silver hearts and the little bones you see on the X bottom. The next thing you will need to do is choose a color, the one that you're going to use to make your heart and your crossbones. So the color that I chose is a silver one. It's this silver one right here by Alley Colors, and it's called Live. I'm going to be globbing my piece of paper with this color, and I'm going to be getting a thin dotting tool, a small dotting tool. You can also use a sharpened pencil, and I'm going to be doing the heart you see there. I'm going to dip in, and I'm going to make right in the middle a little dot. That way I know that that's where the heart's going to meet in between. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to go up and to the side. I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to go up and to the side. And all I'm doing here is the shape of the heart. And I'm going to start bringing it in, bringing it in, bringing it in. Same thing to the other side. And there's my heart. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get a nail art polish with a thin tip brush, and I'm going to be doing like an X on the bottom. So I'm going to start here in the corner, and I'm going to bring it up towards the side, right there. I'm going to cross this stripe I just made. Start over on this corner, and I'm going to bring it straight to the other side, making an X under the heart. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be using a little bit of a bigger size dotting tool, and I'm going to glop my piece of paper with fresh silver, and I'm going to be doing two little dots on the sides of each stripe I made. So this is like the little bone area you see there. And I'm gonna go to the bottom one and do the same exact thing. I'm gonna move over to the other corner. And there's the other one. Then I'm gonna move to the bottom one and do that same exact thing. So there we have the crossed bones. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move over to the 3 squares up at the top, and I'm going to be doing little hearts there. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use the small part of my dotting tool, and I'm going to be doing 2 dots and then connecting them. So what I'm going to do is 1, 2, and then I'm going to bring them together like that. I'm going to do the same exact thing to this blue square. I'm going to do a dot, and then I'm going to connect them together, and there's my other heart. Then on the other blue side, I'm going to do a dot, and connect them together, and there's the 3 hearts. You could pretty much be done there, but what I decided to do is in the middle of my hearts, I decided to add some of this glitter. It's like the bigger size glitter, so I placed that in the middle of my heart just so it could be a little bit shinier, but you could pretty much be done there like I said. But I'm going to allow this to dry, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to be placing some of this glitter in the middle of my heart. Now I'm ready to start placing the blue glitters in the middle of my heart. What I've done is I've placed the blue glitters here on the piece of paper, and I've spread them around, that way they're easier to pick out. I'm going to be getting clear nail polish, and I'm going to be placing some of the clear nail polish inside of my heart. And I'm going to be getting my dotting tool. I'm going to dip it a little bit into the clear polish so that it could be sticky, and I'm going to start placing the blue glitters inside of my heart. So you can pack it up, or you can place as little or as many as you want. I wanted to just fill in the inside part. But that's how you're going to get this nail art design done. It's not difficult to do. It's really fun, and you can also go with a solid background if you don't want to do the checkers. That would even be quicker. I hope you guys like this design and try it out using your favorite colors. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!